He took it and paid you with what you want. And he's always ever ready. Oh yes, he's always ever ready. A man of God once testified in the US how some group of people came to meet him in his office and offered him $1 billion to change his message. They didn't say stop preaching. They said just change your message. There are some elements in your message that hurts and offends. If you can just remove them. They kept the check on his table, $1 billion US dollars. He said that day he told himself, you are a fool. So you've been carrying a gospel you don't even know the weight. If people it doesn't concern are willing to pay you $1 billion, not to stop preaching, not to stop and to change your message, it shows you the weight of the original message. Please, can we just lift our hands and say, God help me? Can you say it louder, please? So now, let's stumble into this. What is holiness? What is holiness? What really is holiness? And I'm going to try to be quick about it. The reason I want to define it is not because I think this is a gathering of kindergarten Christians. But like I said, over time, some of us have gotten confused about what it is. I've been sharing this testimony before, but thank God the person it happened to is here. Pastor Isoma, please stand up. Pastor Mrs. Isoma Bango, that's my sister, my immediate younger sister. When we started the church, we had no singer, nobody, no nothing. So we thought in our head that in church normally ladies sing, young sisters sing. So she is a young sister among us. Oh, yeah, go and sing. That's how she discovered her music ministry. Now, she was the person that, because God had just spoken to me and said, go preach. We had service that day and she came from somewhere. And she came into the church without a hair tie. You remember? In Obiwale Road. And I said, what is this? She said, I'm coming from somewhere. I said, come on, get. How dare you come into this church without hair tie? Didn't you hear that God told us to preach holiness? So she rushed home, got a hanky, and put on her head. I said, hey, that's better. Thank God she no vex. So we finished the service, and I went home. I like to think about what has happened in the service. I like to pray, give thanks. I like to check. But I just noticed there was this nibbling feeling. My peace was tampered with a little bit. So I was asking the Lord, what is it? And the Lord said to me, what you did to that innocent lady has nothing to do with holiness. I say, how? But you told me to preach holiness without compromise. He said, I haven't changed the message. I'm just saying that was not holiness. But all my life, before I became born again, after I became born again, that's how I have always seen holy people. That's my understanding of holiness. That was the day the Lord told me, don't preach what you don't know. I have given you the commission. Go and study your commission. Study your commission. Because I can imagine that there are some of us that are doing like I did that day. So I had to go and begin to study. What does the Bible really call holiness? Oof. That's why nobody can sway me from my conviction of holiness. Because put a Bible in your hand. Glory to God. So what is holiness? Number one, holiness in the Bible means belonging completely to God. That God owns you totally. That you are totally dedicated, totally devoted, completely given. If you like, use the word sold out. Put it like my father, Papa, you put it. It means saying that you be God own. You be God property. Thank you, man of God. And that's a lot. That's a lot. You know why, sir? Because Satan can't use God's property. If I am God's property and Satan can't use God's property, So who is using my body to commit fornication? Can that be God? Correct. Who is lying through my lips? Can that be God? No, it can't be God. Who is slapping and abusing my wife through my hands? Can that be God? No, it cannot be God. Who is deceiving my congregation and manipulating them through my lips or whatever? Can that be God? No, it can't be God. So the lifestyle that we will look into, that we most of us recognize as holiness, it flows from the devotion. It flows from the dedication. It flows from the owner. That's the DNA. So you have to ask yourself, how much do I belong to God? Because of what happened, and then said the Lord to him, that's Moses, put off thy shoes. It's where thou standest is holy ground. So I always say, the ground hasn't done anything wrong or right. So how is it holy? It belongs to God. It is holy because God has manifested himself there through the fire in the bush. Now, wherever God manifests, God takes over. It is now his own. So Moses, you can't approach it recklessly.